It's been a while, hasn't it? With that being said, hello, all you lovely people of YouTube. This is RipR4. I know it's been quite a while since I've spoken to all of you. It's been a while since I've uploaded. It's been a while since I've done this, and honestly, I'm rather excited. I'm rather nervous. I'm rather anxious. I am happy to be back here for all of you lovely people. Now, I imagine there are many, 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 many questions. It's been a while since I've done this. I forgot to put my phone on vibrate. Rookie mistakes. But I'm back. I am back. Welcome back to me. I'm here. You're watching me. And you might be wondering, like I said, where have I been? Where have I been? Well, let me tell you. It's been a while. And I will not go into specifics because privacy. I value my privacy more than most. And with that being said, that means I can't say much without revealing my life. And it's my life, and I don't want it revealed. So, with that being said, what does this mean? What does this mean for content? Well, I'm gonna try to get back into the swing of things. Doing Rip's talk show back on the old schedule. Hopefully, that means sorry about that. That means uploading on Thursday, or maybe I'll even move it to Friday or Saturday. Oh my God, that's such a good idea. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Because we're going to try to get back into the swing of things. We're going to try to do all that fun stuff. In the background, you're going to be watching Destiny 2. I made sure there's no game audio, so that way you just hear my voice and my voice alone. With that being said, there's going to be casual game play in the background, just so that way I don't get distracted, because I have terrible attention span. I've missed talking to all of you. There's so much that's happened since I've been gone. There's a Gears of War game coming out in a few weeks. Can you believe that? That's insane. I've missed this. I've missed being here. I've missed recording for all of you. All of you. This is something I've always loved doing. And here I am doing it. Again. And it feels like I never left. Now, I must say, this is more than likely going to be a shorter video. Just to be like, hey, I'm back. Listen to me yap for a bit. Because I know you've all missed my voice. Or maybe you haven't. Maybe you've been enjoying the break without me, and then you see this notification, you're just like, God damn it. Point is, bouncing around in life. I was bouncing around in my life, and now I'm back in a place where I feel safe. I feel comfortable, and I can record freely, where I can provide you all with content. Now, do I have anything planned? If that might be something you're wondering. Well, I do plan to re-record Gears of War 3. I do plan to re-record Night in the Woods, and possibly just to re-record, just as a little silly thing, maybe even re-record Red Dead Redemption. Now, I'm not too certain on that one, but I am rather certain on Gears of War 3 and Night in the Woods. I also have other things planned as well, because as you may know me, or as you may remember about me, I love recording things. I love doing this. This is one of my favorite hobbies. And now, I feel like I should talk about some of the things I've gotten into since we've last spoken to each other. Well, I'll talk about the HP Banana Crew in just a moment. Because I'm sure those people who are watching want to hear all the updates to the roster that I've made. But But first, we're going to talk about some things that I have gained interest in. For example, you may start to see some Warframe gameplay in the background of my videos because a friend of mine, I will not say their name, has gotten me into the game Warframe. And I've started playing it since January, February of this year, and I've been getting real into it. And so you might see that in background footage. Depends on if I'm in the mood to play that. And if I do play that for background footage, for example, say a podcast, I'd have to find out exactly what kind of level I should play. That would not take my attention too much from what's at hand, aka our lovely podcast here. I just ran into a window. I think I'll consider this a episode of Rip's Talk Show. Because why not? I'm talking to you. It's just you and I. I've gotten into a podcast from that same friend who got me into Warframe. It's called Welcome to Night Vale. It's a bit of an older podcast, 2012. I think I'm currently in the year 2016 of listening to it, which means I'm 9 years ago, because we are currently in the year 2025, and dear God, isn't that insane? Another thing that's insane, 2025, think about that. You know what, you want to know when this channel started? August 17th, 2015, which means the day I'm putting this out, tomorrow is the 10-year anniversary of my channel. Oh my God, oh my God. Tomorrow is the 10-year anniversary of my channel. Oh my God. I've been doing this for 10 years. I started this back when I was in 7th grade of I almost said high school. That is not how that works. 7th grade of middle school. And now here I am, 10 years later, and, well, I'm still me. Much has changed. Toby Fox put out a new game in the past 10 years. Because 10 years ago was also Undertale, fun fact, which is kind of funny, especially seeing how like Undertale was such an important part of my childhood. I'm getting sidetracked. Point is, 10 years of me? You really? I doubt any of you have been around that long, except like Colin, but I don't know if he's watching this video. If you are, hi Colin. I didn't even tell anybody I was doing this recording. So this is going to be a shock to everybody involved. In fact, I'm also streaming this on Twitch, as I usually do with these kind of things. So I will be opening the Twitch chat to read what those lovely people have to say. I don't even think I have viewers, and that's okay, because I did not schedule this. I wanted this to be a surprise. I didn't even tell my closest friends, because once again, I wanted this to be a surprise. Because, well, a lot of my friends know how much I love doing this, and so to see I just randomly started doing it out of the blue, I'm sure they're like, whoa, because I have very supportive friends and very wonderful friends, and you know what? I feel loved. It's really great. It's phenomenal. It's always good to have good people around you. Because if you don't have good people around you, I would say it's time for a change of scenery. God, it's so bizarre to be back, especially after everything that's happened to me. And I'm going to keep saying that, right? Because it was a bizarre time in my life, probably one of the worst times in my life. But, like I said, I want my privacy, so I will not divulge. Because I like my privacy. Which, yeah, I imagine that's a little annoying, especially since it's like I said, I've been gone for a really long time. Crunch. I bit into a chip. And what's happened? I plan to do an IRL video at some point. What the hell are you? I plan to do a video IRL in at some point. Um, but I want to acknowledge some of the things that have happened in the past. I'd say 10 months. For example, I finally got a Lego Captain Rex. That one's one of the less important things that have happened to me in my life. But in that same time frame, I in that same time frame, I I recorded a podcast IRL that day on a channel that I actually don't know if I can link it in the description. In fact, I don't know what I can do in my description because YouTube took away some of my features. I got an email about it, and then I tried to just test the waters with like a random video that I was going to private anyway. And it was like, oh yeah, you don't have access to this. So I can't put like links in my description anymore, which is that's absolutely bizarre. Like, YouTube, what are you doing? How am I supposed to tell people to go to my Discord or go to the stop motion crew if they want to watch or be a part of the things that come to life? Like, I've helped with so many stop motions over the years. I would say animate, but I'm not that clever. I do want to animate. In fact, I've thought about actually getting back into that. There's a lot of things I want to do, especially in this like new era of my channel. I say it's a new era because like I'm back after a long break, and I hope it's going to be similar to what you were here for, and I'm going to try to make sure it is. I will say, do not count on an Edge of Fate playthrough because I already played through that, and it would be a little disingenuous if I were to play it, especially after already beating it. All you gotta know about how I feel about it is that I loved it, and I can't wait to see where the story goes in Destiny. I genuinely think Bungie cooked. Oh, speaking of Destiny videos, if you're a viewer of Toad Smoothie, a Destiny content creator, I was in a video. And you might be saying, what video? It's called Guess the Hunter. It's not out yet. I gotta say, I am so thankful to be doing this. Like, so thankful. Because like I said, I've missed this more than anything. And doing this brings me great joy. And I don't know what to say. I'm really happy, and at the same time, I'm really fucking nervous. Oh my god, I swore. I'm really nervous. Specifically because of the fact that, it's been a while since I've done this, and I'm worried about what people will say, but at the same time, this is my channel, and I can do whatever I want. So, it doesn't really matter about that fact. But I am still an anxious mess. The same one that you remember. That didn't rhyme. That's okay. I was thinking of ways to rhyme it, and I just didn't have it. I didn't. Oh, God. I hope you missed me. Because, well, I'm here now. Ah, God, I can't believe it. I'm just playing Destiny in the background. It's like I never left. Now to open up Twitch chat. How do I do that? I'm gonna have to do it on my phone, which means let's turn my volume all the way down. And then Twitch chat is now open. We'd love to see it. Means I can read what all of you lovely people have to say. I need to change my about me on Twitch. It's literally just saying I have a YouTube channel. Sorry for being muted. I doubt all of you will want to hear me fucking crunch on chips. Let me tell you about something funny. For reasons I won't get into, I wasn't able to update Destiny immediately. And I was fiending for Destiny, especially since Edge of Fate came out, and I wanted to play it. Problem is, I couldn't update the game. I couldn't update it until... When did Edge of Fate come out? I don't know. It came out July 15th. I couldn't update it until... I couldn't play it until August 1st. And, oh my god. I was very happy to play it. Let's just say that. It was, like I said, a phenomenal campaign. He does not really have anything I want. That's okay. It feels really bizarre to be here. I have done a lot. I have a lot of things now. I mentioned this earlier into the podcast, so HP Banana Crew update time. I planned to do this as a yearly thing, but seeing that I wasn't really able to, yeah, okay. So, 2021, there was 10 members. Yeah, I think that was 2021. Oh my god. So, 2021, we have the first 10 members. We have Marcus, Dom, Cole, Baird from Gears of War. We have the Doctor from Doctor Who, May from Nine in the Woods, Kate 6 from Destiny, Captain Rex from Star Wars, Sergeant Johnson from Halo, and Claptrap from Borderlands. So that's 2021. In 2022, we got Benjamin Carmine, Anthony Carmine, Lizzie Carmine from Gears of War, Nico from One Shot, Buck from Halo, Saint 14 from Destiny, Deadpool from Marvel, and I see a message. I have done nothing. That is a bot. Deadpool from Marvel, like I said. Engineer, Pyro, and Demoman from TF2. Clayton Carmine from Gears of War. And Kix from Star Wars. So that was 2022. In 2023, we add Sarge, Griff, Simmons, Donut, Lopez, Church, Tucker, Caboose, Agent Washington, Agent Carolina, and Doc from Red vs. Blue, and Drifter from Destiny. So that's 2023. So right now we're sitting at a nice, comfortable 34. So in 2024, we add Isaac Clarke, Master Chief, Arbiter, or Isaac Clarke from Dead Space, Master Chief in Halo, Arbiter from Halo, Prophetbot from One Shot, and Fives and Echo from Star Wars. Then we add my Warlock, Sage Velis, Denmark's, because this is a whole thing with Denmark and I, Denmark's Warlock, Penelope 17, Lord Shax from Destiny, then Micah, after Shax was Wolverine from Marvel, then Micah 10 and Mizrax from Destiny, Agent Ohio from Red vs. Blue, and Sina and Alicia, Denmark and I's Mandalorians, mine being Sina and Denmark's being Elysia. Then, at number 50, finishing off 2024, we have Failsafe from Destiny. And then, as of so far this year, we have added 16. No, that doesn't sound right. We've added 26 new members. Those being Eris Morn from Destiny, Linda from Halo, Spartan Linda specifically. I don't think there's any other Lindas, but, you know, it's good to be precise. Osiris from Destiny, Boss and Heavy from Star Wars. They're both clones. Dr. Gray from Red vs. Blue. Elsie Bray from Destiny, Keitel from Destiny, Kaikena Griff from Red vs. Blue, Serena, my Drifter from Warframe, Owie from Warframe, Dizzy Wallen from Gears of War, Will from Halo, my hunter Amelia, and Denmark's hunter Rosalind. I forget the rest of the name. Rusty from Armor Core. I've never played Armor Core. Eleanor Nightingale from Warframe, and Arthur Nightingale, Amir, Letty, and Quincy from Warframe. And as of earlier this week, Hunter, Wrecker, Tech, Omega, and Crosshair from the Bad Batch, also Star Wars. So we are now sitting at a nice 76 members. That is insane. I notice I'm doing the average running around in a circle in the tower thing. I should not do that. But yeah, a lot of members. Speaking of the HP Banana Crew, for my birthday last year, a friend of mine, once again, that same friend who got me into Warframe and Welcome to Night Vale, made me a plaque for my birthday that has all the members of the HP Banana Crew at the time. So it has 43 members on it, up to, from Marcus to Lord Shax, if you're curious. And then, like, after my friend shipped it out, I added Wolverine. The timing of that is impeccable, by the way. I'm thinking I'll probably add more Night in the Woods characters. Maybe? I don't know. I don't know if you noticed. There's a lot of Gears of War characters. There's a lot of Red vs. Blue characters. There's a lot of Destiny characters. And there's a lot of Star Wars characters, specifically clones. Because I don't know if you noticed, I said only 2 of the Star Wars characters are not clones. Like Rex, clone. Kix, clone. Vise, clone. Echo, clone. Sina's a Mandalorian. Elysia's a Mandalorian. But what about the rest? Boss, clone. Heavy, clone. Hunter, clone. Tech, clone. Wrecker, clone. Omega, clone. And Crosshair, clone. They're all clones. Except for, like I said, like I said, a lot of clones, a lot of things. But that's not like the only things I've done. I have done a lot. I've also not done much. But in the departments I wasn't doing much, and I was doing more in others. For example, content, I wasn't doing much. But for my mental health, I was doing a lot. And that's what's important. Now, I won't get into that because, I like my life to be private. which is something I probably said a lot during this video. But yeah, mental health is always important, and if you don't prioritize it, yeah, that's not healthy, and you should prioritize it because can't really live your life if you don't. I've learned that the hard way. Because your mental health matters. And if anyone tells you otherwise, they're a liar. A liar. And if someone tells you you don't matter, they're a liar and stupid because you matter. Doesn't matter who you are, you always matter. And I am a firm believer of that. That's why I'm saying it right now, because if I didn't believe in it, then I wouldn't say it. Because I'm not here to spread information, misinformation. I'm here to tell you how it is. And if I don't want to tell you how it is, I just won't say it. Which is why, like I said, I will not answer questions about where I've been. All you need to know is, I am better now. I don't know why I said it like that, but you know what? We roll with it. I am talking a lot, but that's honestly good for YouTube content, because that means you get to hear me the entire time. There's no awkward bits of silence, because I'm just yapping the entire time, and you get to hear my lovely voice. Now, is it lovely? That's up to your interpretation. I know some people who find it rather lovely. And I know they're probably listening. Hello? You can message me. I know a specific person who's listening. I hope they're listening. Maybe they're not, and maybe it's someone else. Point is, say hello in our messages, because you know I'm talking to you specifically. And then later I'm going to be like, what are you... I'm going to be like, hi, and then I'll be like, to be fair, it wouldn't be too strange, because we talk all day, every day. Point is, yeah, you get it. Just say hello to me, and or say, like, okay, here's how I know you'll watch the video. I almost said something. I cannot say that on stream. So this is the day before your someone arrived home. Talk about what happened last night to give you a time frame of when this was recorded. You know what I'm talking about. I'm being so goddamn cryptid. Cryptid? I'm a cryptid? Oh my god, cryptic. I mean, so goddamn cryptic. And you know what? Deal with it. I know you love it. I can't believe I called myself a cryptid. You know, I am into spooky shit. And like things like that. Which is one of the reasons I am a avid fan of Welcome to Night Vale. And I actually have a story to tell about that, and this is so goddamn funny to talk about because I got into Night Vale in, I'd say last year at this point now. I've been listening to it for a while. In fact, I was listening to it today while doing some of my morning routines, and I got through an episode. I think I just finished episode 85. I would like no spoilers. What was I going to say about that? Oh, yeah. So, 2015, I created my channel, and I'm listening to this podcast that was, at that point, 3 years old. And I went to school with people who were fans of this podcast. And I promise you this, this goes somewhere. Point is, I was a part of a thing where, a group of students had to put together a play, and, like, each play would then be performed and enacted or acted out in front of like all the students. So we'd have to take turns doing our plays. The play I was a part of was basically their own episode, like they got to write it and whatnot. Because I was like, okay, I trust you, and they were like, we want to do this. They the group I was in agreed they wanted to make their own episode of Welcome to Night Vale. Now I forget who played Cecil Baldwin, and even then, not Cecil Baldwin, Cecil Palmer. Cecil Baldwin is the guy who plays Cecil Palmer. Now I forget who played Cecil, and I forget who played the other characters, but I do remember what character I played, and I remember the bit that I did, because this is around the time where Crystal Pepsi made its resurgence in stores. So I was playing the faceless old woman who secretly lives in your home, and I was like basically doing an advert until eventually, or basically I was talking to Cecil, until eventually I just turned to the audience and start advertising Crystal Pepsi, and then I just, after I'm done, I left. Like, I didn't even say anything else. I didn't stay for the play. It was written down that I would just walk away, and I just would not return for the rest of the play. And I had so much fun doing that. And I didn't realize that that's what I was doing. Like, I didn't know what we were, like, the play that we were doing was inspired off of a podcast. I didn't know it was, like, inspired off of something that's, like, real, until I got far enough into the podcast. I'm like, wait a minute, I know this. Like, I didn't know the episodes, but I knew the characters, and I knew, like, their vibes, because I was in a play about the show. And the reason I'm saying this is because not only am it doesn't relate to the Night Vales thing, but it relates because it happened in the same year I created my YouTube channel. That is some inception. I don't know if you can tell. I'm rather excited to be back. I am very, very, very happy. I've missed this so much. And I hope at least one of you missed me. And if you didn't, that's okay. I won't hold it against you, because that sounds mean. I'm happy though. I truly am. Because I get to be here with my lovely viewers again. I like singing. I do a lot of songy things. And that is because of the type of person I am. Get ready for a crunch, because I am biting into a chip. My mic monitoring didn't pick that up. So, hopefully I'm fine. I'm going to rewatch this, and then, like, it's going to be so fucking loud. I hope it's not. I'm very happy, to be honest. I still got, the Talking Caboose plushie with me. He's sitting on my bed behind me, and you know what? He makes me very, very happy. I gotta be honest. I was not expecting to do this tonight. This was like a whim of, I should do this. And you know what? I'm glad I did it, because I get to talk to you. Just the general you. Because, like, this is really a one-sided conversation, because it's just me talking to you. But, like, I like talking to you. Because, you know, you're sitting here listening to me yap about random things, whether that be the thing I like to talk about, or be something that just, like, interests me, or something like that. And it's nice. You know how nice it is? It's nicer than nice, and that's nice. Count how many times I say nice. I would say turn it into a drinking game, but I'm not responsible for your liver. That's your responsibility. Livers are important because if you don't have them, you'll die. There have been some really funny jokes that my friends and I have made. And dear God, I want to say them on video, but those are inside jokes. But like, I can't stop thinking about jokes. I can't stop thinking about jokes. I also can't stop thinking about. I can't say that on camera. I can't. But there's a thing I'm thinking about, and I can't stop thinking about that thing, and it's real nice. It's wonderful. It's lovely. It's great. Um, it makes me really happy. The thing I'm thinking about makes me really, really happy. Um, but I'm not gonna say that because yeah. So anyway, Destiny. I'm really excited for Renegades. I did put out a video earlier this year about, not about Renegades, but me reacting to Renegades. It was also an Edge of Fate reaction. I wasn't expecting to see Renegades in the thing. Point being, if you want to see me lose my mind to Star Wars in Destiny, watch that. Just go to the video and like go to like scroll through until like the like Renegades reveal, and like you will see me like lose my mind. Like that is something that I never thought I'd ever see in Destiny, and then I did. Speaking of things I would love to see in Destiny, so we've done like a bunch of crossovers. I want to continue the Star Wars crossover. We have like 2 ornament sets for each class. I want some good guys. Specifically, I want a clone trooper ornament set on somebody. Now, I don't care who it is on, I'll be honest, because I am a Warlock main through and through. If I wasn't a Warlock main, I'd be a Hunter main. But, let's be honest, that would be on a Titan. And if it does come out, and if it is on a Titan, I'll play my Titan a lot more, because I would absolutely spend the money to be a clone trooper. That's insane. I would love that. I'm a big fan of clones. Now, what other things about Destiny? Now, there is a crossover I would have loved to happen, but seeing with the recent things with Bungie and Sony, that will not happen. That crossover, Halo. I would love to have seen like a further in-depth Halo crossover. Now, if you're asking me what I think they would have done, I think straight up Hunters would have been ODSTs. Spartans Titans would have been Spartans. And as for Warlocks, I legitimately don't know. I think probably like either a Marine or a Elite or something like that. It would be interesting. Very, very interesting. And yeah. I think about stuff like that a lot. I think about like crossovers and whatnot because crossovers have been my lifeline for years. Specifically because as a young child, Nickelodeon did a crossover with Jimmy Neutron and Fairly Odd Parents. Very Odd? Is it Fairly Odd Parents or Fairy Odd Parents? I don't remember. Very Odd Parents? Oh my god, they have a jetpack. I think about it a lot. Because I am just that way. Because, why not, I care about my viewers, and there's a reason I'm saying that. Which is why I'm trying to do a longer video right now. I'm not forcing myself to do this per se, but like I want to be here and yap to you, give you a good your a good dose of me before your next dose of me, which I don't think would be too long from now. Just giving you enough to stand by until the next dose. It's like I'm on a medication, except the medication is not that great and doesn't really do much, but you know what? It's fun to take. It doesn't do anything good to you. It doesn't really do anything bad to you either. It's just, you know, this metaphor is not working out, so I'm just going to end it where it's at. But yeah, as I was saying, like, however long ago, I'm going to be in a... I'm... If you watch Toad Smoothie, watch out for that Guess of the Hunter video. And if you don't watch Toad Smoothie, watch out for that video anyway, because I feel like that was really entertaining, and I feel like that's a good way to kind of like step back into content. Now, granted, like I said, it's not my video, but I was a part of it, and I am, no matter how that video goes, I'm excited. I bet it's going to be amazing. It'll be great. So much in life has changed. For better and for worse. But we're here now. We're here in the now, and that's what matters. Think about all the stuff that's gone on in your life in the past 10 months. I bet there's good things, and I bet there was bad things. Some more or less, though, than others for different people. But what matters is you're here now. And you are living, and you're probably thriving. And if you're not thriving, I'm sure you'll be thriving soon. Because at the end of the day, things will get better no matter what situation you're in. Things will get better for you. And I have full confidence in that. Because if things could get better for me, I know they can get better for you. And that has to mean something. You gotta have hope. And I've noticed there's been a lot of that going around recently. Remember to drink water. There's been a lot of hope going around recently, especially because of the release of the Superman movie. Now, have I seen it? No, but I've seen the effect it has had on people. People have really enjoyed it and have been like, well, what if I decided to be wonderful like that? And you know what? That is wonderful of them. Because the world could always use more kindness. Now granted, this is not something I'll get into. Point is, it's nice seeing people being nice. Because it doesn't... It costs nothing to be nice, and it costs nothing to be mean as well. But you know what? It feels good to be nice, and I like being nice, and then people are being nice as well, and then that's nice. Like I said, I would not recommend taking a shot every time I said nice. You would be dead. It's also like the fact that I say indeed a lot. Like, I'll just be like, indeed, indubitably. I haven't said indubitably in a while. Indubitably is a nice word to say. Like, I want you to, like, sit here and say it with me. Indubitably. Isn't that nice to say? Like, it's just such a satisfying word. Like, Come on. How you gonna sit here and look at me and go, indubitably is not a nice word to say. It just feels nice in your mouth. It's got a nice mouth feeling where you just say indubitably. Indubitably. It's such a silly word to say, and I love saying it. I know I'm more than likely being more over the top. I'm being a lot. I'm being very, very much, and that's okay. I'm very high energy. Um, this is a side of me I haven't been able to really let out in a while, and I'm letting it out now. What's that side? It's my content creation side. I love doing this. I love being like this. And you might be saying, well, what are you like off camera? As of like, for example, today, I don't know what I'm saying. I've been a little tired. I just watched TV most of the day, letting my leg rest because for some reason my leg is not doing well. Chronic pain not for the win, because that is not a win. That is, I wouldn't recommend it. I'm just like really high energy right now, which means, you know, you're getting like me like at really high energy. Life is strange. It really is. And you never know what will happen next. And sometimes things can happen and it feels like you've irreparably done damage that can't be repaired. But anything can be repaired with enough time and enough effort, and if you can't repair it, if it's truly unrepairable, then you get up, pick yourself up from the pieces, and you move on when you can. And that's what matters. Because you matter. And it's always good to keep going no matter what. And some really, really good, something I've learned recently, which I think is really good advice that I really should have been listening to sooner. Trust your feelings. If you have certain feelings, even if you don't know if they're 100%, investigate them. See if like you do feel like that. Don't bury them down. Don't brush it away because you think in your head that you don't deserve to have those feelings, or you feel like that's not possible. Investigate it. If you have those feelings and they come up a lot, as in every day, investigate it. Chances are you genuinely do feel that way. Say you're thinking about someone in a certain way, and you keep thinking about it, and you keep thinking about it, and you keep thinking about it. Chances are you do feel that way. 9 times out of 10. And if you don't, after looking into it, that's okay. Because guess what? You looked into those feelings and you realize, hey, I didn't feel like that. That's okay because you looked into it. Now you don't have to think about it. And then there are those other times where you look into it and you go, fuck, I do feel this way. And then what you do is you talk it out with that person, and if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, that's okay too, because life is fun that way. And it's nice, and you never know what's going to happen. And even if it's scary, if you're anxious about what could happen or the possibilities, you always have people there for you. And I'm excited for my future. I'm very, very excited. I probably revealed a bit more than I wanted to, but I was also a bit vague. Speculation is fun. I'll let you do it. Before I sign off and leave you to your thoughts, I will say something to all of you. I am very excited to be back. I'm very excited to record content for all of you again. I'm excited to provide all of you with something you may have missed, which is a weekly or even a daily or weekly dose of me. Now, I have a video that I've been sitting on for about a year at this point, more than a year, because I recorded it in like April or I think like March or April of 2024. Now, I gotta go through that video and make sure I gotta just make sure it's all good. And once I do that, I will upload it. And yeah, I played Inside in the video, like the game Inside. I played it start to finish. It's like a 3-hour long video, so be on the lookout for that anytime soon. Sorry for the mic rubbing. I'm just rubbing my eye. But I'm back, and expect more from me. And for those of you who have been here for who knows how long, let me know how long you've been here for. Because, I mean, I've been here now for 10 years. As of today. Not as in when I'm recording this, but the day that it comes out. Which is tomorrow, for me. Point is, tell me how long you've been watching. I'd like to know. I'm very curious. But with that being said, thank you all so much for watching this video. If you liked what you saw, let me know. You can comment, you can like, hit the like button, and if you like what you see or have heard in this video so far, or if you have watched some of my other stuff and you liked it, consider hitting subscribe so you get more of me. You don't have to, but that button is there. But with that being said, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in whatever I do next. Whether that be a podcast, a gameplay video, or maybe even that video I told you about by Toad Smoothie. Goodbye, everyone.